So I figured if I'm going to give, advice on Hinge and dating apps, that I should probably back it up to show, you know, show the women that I'm matching with, getting dates with, because that wouldn't probably be good if they were, like unattractive, for lack of a better word. So let's start with Kelsey here. And I decided for this video, man, I'm starting this off great. For this match and a few other matches, that I would actually just ask them out really, really quick. And I did this just to make a point, because a lot of guys will just chat for days on end, get so invested, and then it doesn't work out. And that's really demotivating. Now, you don't have to do it this quick. If you need a number, like I probably averaged like 10 or 12 exchanges of messages before I suggest a date. But I did it quick here to make a point. This chat wasn't anything special, and yet she agreed on the fourth message. Here's another example. Again, I normally wouldn't move quite this fast. A lot of women will still want to chat more, but it just shows you how quickly it can be done. And here's the other one. So I was 3 for 3 for asking them out quickly, which actually surprised me. I thought some will say they just want to chat more or whatever, but it worked. And here's one that I just normal, it's like a length that's a bit more closer to what I normally get now, or what I normally do. But here's Kate. And if you're wondering about me sending a rose, it was just one of the free ones. They're a waste of money. Don't get them. But she's super cute. And what she says here actually explains one of my advantages pretty well. Because I'll be honest, I'm overperforming for at least my perception of my level of attraction, that I do better than I should, especially with dating apps, because they're very, due to the competition. Like if you want to put numbers on it as well, if you're normally, like if you're 7, you have to go for 6s type of thing, generally. But I feel like I'm punching above my weight class, essentially. But she explains my advantages here pretty well, my big one. And it's that I use a video like this, a talking head one. And I'll show you a snippet of it. I've talked about this many times before, so I'm not going to play it, but I have a video on my channel called like how to triple your Hinge matches by doing this, or something. It's called something like that. I'll link to it below, but essentially I just talk to the camera like this. I make a joke in it about how I don't have any good pictures. Then I talk a little bit how I just got out of a relationship. And the whole point of why I did it and why it works well is because it just shows my vibe. Because it just, they can get a read on me, and that's like the biggest disadvantage of dating apps. And the biggest, advantage of cold approach is that somebody might not like you online, but could actually really like you in real life, because they can just get a read on you, your humor, your confidence, and all that. And I think it showed it off reasonably well. But let's fly through some more matches. So Tay is one. She calls my profile cute. Maybe it's better to be hot or sexy, but I'll take cute. I don't mind that. And I know a lot of guys don't like tattoos. I don't care. Like, it's cool. It's cool in its own way. Katrin is another one. Gabriella. Tony is cool. She's a rare type who's into Marvel and still hot. Next is Kelsey. I didn't progress this one because she lives across the border. That's kind of a headache. Andy. Yulia next. I've always had a crush on Vera Farmiga, and she kind of looks like her a bit. Let's go to Chantel next. I'm actually waiting a response from her, so I guess this one doesn't count. Paige is another one. Again, she references my video where I talked about my breakup. But anyway, if you want my help, like pretty much everything that I do differently is all on my channel. But otherwise, if you want a more direct route, if you want me to help write your prompts, choose your pictures, whatever, I'll have my email list in the description. But yeah, I mean, basically, I'm very analytical. It's kind of weird to like put my like mind on something like this, because it's very the dichotomy of like nerd and numbers and like chasing women. It somehow is working it's a weird mix, but it's working because I'm always like, for instance, just this past week, like I decided to reset my account. Like if you go into the settings and you say like pause or close your account or whatever, a screen will pop up and it asks you if you want to reset it. And it worked well. I reset my account. It just basically like removes all the likes and everything that you've set. Your like your algorithm is reset. There's not curated for what it thinks you like or what it thinks you should, what you deserve. But it's working well. I was just shown like a lot more attractive women, which means, I got a lot more matches. And another thing, which I already kind of knew, but putting short term, like in like you're looking for either long term open to short or short term open to long or whatever. If you have anything else other than long term, it just tanked the women that I was shown. Like the quality again, for lack of a better word, it it tanked it like quite bad. Obviously, if that's what you're looking for, then I'm not saying that you should like deceive. Obviously, you should be upfront, but it's just that it is it was a very apparent and very rapid drop. And I think if you have that currently, what I suggest is to change it, reset your account, and then give it a shot. And then let me know how it goes too, because I can't just rely on my own anecdotal data. But that's it. Again, give me a shout if you need some help. But I'll talk to you again soon.